Good morning. Welcome to Newswatch Today. I'm Ashlyn Reinhart.
And I'm Sam Cochran. Police investigate a shooting in California's capital.
And developments take place in the war in Ukraine.
Summer Radishad is here with your forecast, and Ari Cruz has your latest in sports news. This is Newswatch Today.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Right now, we have our first look at the weather. Summer, how's it looking out there?
It's going to be a cold day compared to yesterday. Right now, it's temperatures of only 41 degrees, winds at about 12 miles per hour. And then later today, winds are going to be picking up to about 30 miles per hour with gusts of almost 40 miles per hour, a high of only 52 degrees. So it is going to be a windy day. And is there even snow in the forecast? I'll talk about it more in my full forecast later. Back to you guys.
Snow? How about that so, Sam?
Well, that just sounds like your classic, unpredictable Missouri weather, Ashlyn. Ukrainian officials showed international media the removal of 5 bodies from a basement in Bucha, a suburb of Kiev, recently retaken by Ukrainian forces. An advisor to the Ukrainian interior minister said that the 5 bodies, all of which were men, had been tortured and executed by Russian soldiers. The men were found in an area held by the Russian military until a few days ago. Foxholes, trenches, and positions for armored vehicles were still visible around the site, as were leftover Russian rations. Several V letters, informal symbols for the Russian military campaign, were also painted at the entrance to the territory.
And a suspect has been arrested for connection in the shooting of 6 people in the center of Sacramento on Sunday. 26-year-old Dondre Martin has been charged with assault and illegal firearm possession. 3 men and 3 women were killed after what police believe multiple people open-fired in downtown Sacramento. This is considered the United States' worst mass shooting of the year so far. Additionally, 12 people were wounded, but by Monday, 7 had been discharged. And the Evangel Activities Board hopes to put on a show this upcoming weekend as they prepare to put on Spring Fling variety show. Here's Wyatt Long with more info.
Evangel University Activities Board welcomes in the springtime months with the annual Spring Fling variety show. The show focuses on gathering a variety of fun acts and activities to captivate audiences.
Spring Fling is a variety show that happens once a year, well, technically once a semester. In the fall, it's called Harvest Fest, and Activities Board creates videos and sketches and marketing and all the decor pieces that you'll see for the students, and the students can also audition to be in it, and so it's just a variety show of talent and videos and sketches and songs that you can come and perform and watch and enjoy.
The Activities Board begins preparing for the show well in advance with creative meetings and act auditions, where they begin to prepare, plan, and schedule the show. Activities Board uses several teams to accomplish these tasks.
We create all of the marketing for it, so you'll see it online, you'll see it on the posters, on the bulletin boards, and all of the decor at the event is created by our team here, as well as all of the videos and the sketches.
The team focuses on creating a fun-loving environment with a large variety of skits, videos, and acts, all in hopes of entertaining the student body.
It's always super, super fun for me to watch our student body come together, like the acts that audition as well as the students on AB who get to create content. I like to see fresh things, and this semester it is very fresh and very fun.
The Activities Board hopes to continue their streak of amazing shows on Saturday, April 9th with the official 2022 Spring Fling. Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Wyatt Long.
A man named Darius Adams has been arrested and booked in the Greene County Jail as a suspect in 2 shooting cases in the Springfield area. The first incident was on August 18, 2021, when officers were sent to South National Avenue at Cox Health due to 911 calls reporting gunshots. When officers arrived at the scene, they found a victim with multiple gunshot wounds in the parking lot of the facility. The victim survived their injuries and was eventually released from the hospital. The second incident was on December 4th, 2021, when Springfield police went to a building on South Fremont Avenue over gunshot calls, similar to the calls for the shooting in August. Officers found a man named Trevor Hale with multiple gunshot wounds who later died from his injuries. Adams is charged with first-degree murder, first-degree assault, and 2 counts of armed criminal action. Detectives are continuing to investigate these 2 separate shootings. As the semester is coming to a near finish, clubs and activities boards alike are hosting events left and right. One such event was held just earlier this week, courtesy of the Theology Department's own Honor Society and another prominent group of students within the Evangel campus. Tuesday night, the 4+1 program and the Theta Alpha Kappa Honor Society partnered to host a community theology panel. Speakers at this event included Dr. Mark Jenkins, Professor LaDonna Friesen, Dr. Robert Berg, and Dr. Paul W. Lewis. Dr. Paul Lewis discussed the event.
There was some initial questions, depending on who it was, is which questions they were initially asked, and then there was Q&A from everyone that was there. So it was all around the area of what is community, how do we develop community, what is a good theology of community.
More events similar to this one can be expected across the semesters by both Theta Alpha Kappa and the 4+1 program, surely to bring more theological conversation to all of our tables.
And up next, a man who was in a coma for 19 years dies.
And I interview a cast member of Evangel's production of Into the Woods. Stay tuned.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
I spy something beginning with S.
Snow?
No.
Snow-covered trees.
Nothing to do with snow. Head outside to discover incredible animals and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure.
Wow.
So grab your loved ones.
Don't even.
And explore a world of possibilities.
Come on, this way.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park to you.
The Arkansas man that spent nearly 20 years in a coma before regaining consciousness and the ability to speak has died at age 57. Terry Wayne Wallace was in an automobile accident in July 1984 and remained in a coma until June 2003 when he said his first word in 19 years, which was mom. Wallace died in Big Flat, Arkansas, and is survived by his father, siblings, daughter, and 3 grandchildren. And now we have a very special guest to talk to us about Evangel's Into the Woods. Isn't that right, Sam?
That's right, Ashlyn. Here I have Peyton Allen from Evangel University's theater department to share with us about their latest production, Into the Woods. Peyton, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the show and what role you play in it.
So the cool thing about Into the Woods is it covers a ton of different fairy tale characters. So we have Cinderella and Rapunzel, which I play Rapunzel, and there's Jack and the Beanstalk, Little Red and the Big Bad Wolf, and all of those different characters within the story, which is super cool.
There you go, yeah. That sounds like fun. So what makes Into the Woods different from shows that you've put on in the past?
Well, the music for this show is a lot more complicated than any music we've done before, which is super cool. It was written by Stephen Sondheim, who just passed away this past year, so we're doing it to kind of honor him. The music's way more complicated than anything we've done, and we have new lighting equipment that we're using and a really cool set design, so it's just a really big, in-depth production.
There you go, yeah. What is the process like in creating a show like this?
It's about 3 months of rehearsals every single night of the week from 7 to 10, and we start focusing on music first and then work our way into getting our blocking done and then start running the full show.
Yeah, there you go. That sounds like quite the process.
It is.
Yeah. So what is your favorite part about that process and about being involved in the theater department?
The people, for sure. Our department is open for anyone to audition. It doesn't matter if you're a theater major or minor, which gets us a lot of different people from a lot of different groups. And our community is just super tight and like a family the second we start.
Exactly. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. So how does this theater experience and just the shows that you guys put on, how does it all contribute to the community that we have here on campus?
I think having it open for everyone is really a good contributor to that. It lets us have people that are from every single department, if they want to be in the show or involved in some way. In Into the Woods, a lot of our lead cast members are music majors or aren't theater people at all, which is super cool.
Yeah, and just like being a part of activities board and just putting on events, right? It's so much fun entertaining people. And I feel like that it contributes so much to the community here because it brings us all together and we can all just laugh together.
Yeah.
And share in this experience. And I just think that's really cool. How does this play compare to other plays that you've been involved in?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, it's a lot more complicated than other things that we've done. And honestly, the lighting that we have right now, the technology is way more than anything we've had in the past. We have color changing LED lights that we've never been able to use, and we're able to use fog machines and all kinds of really cool special effects that we haven't really been able to do before.
Yeah, you guys just recently got new equipment. So yeah, that's really cool. So how long have you been in the theater department?
I've been heavily involved in the theater department from my freshman year,
Wow.
which it's 3 years now. I've been involved in every single show we've done since I got here.
Yeah. So it's obvious that this is a passion of yours.
Definitely.
Yeah. So how has this whole theater experience affected you personally and contributed to your growth, let's say, as an individual?
Well, our directors are really good at making sure that it's a personal connection and it's more than just actor-director. It's mentor, and they're walking through things with you, which I've been blessed with, both of them helping me through a lot of things. And just figuring out who I am as an actor in all of the classes I've been in and all of the shows that I've been in has helped me figure out who I want to be as a person, which is super cool.
Yeah. So having done the show already multiple times, is there a specific moment in the show that is your favorite, whether it be a song that you sing or a dialogue with another character?
I really I have scenes with Anna Pratt. She is playing the witch in the show, and I really enjoy all of the scenes I have with her. And I also have scenes with Ben Paris, who is playing my prince.
Yeah.
I've just been really blessed with two awesome scene partners. Both of my scenes with them are just great.
Yeah. I've seen the show before. My high school put it on. And there are a lot of very funny moments and very just crazy songs and sequences and everything. So I'm actually going to see it tonight.
Yes.
So
We love to hear that.
super pumped for that. So lastly, what show dates are still available?
So we have tonight, which is at 7, Friday at 7, and Saturday at 2, so that people can see the show and then go straight to Spring Fling.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
Ashlyn, back to you.
Thanks, Sam. And I'm also going to go see the show tonight, but Summer, I don't want to see it in the snow.
There's going to be snow overnight tonight, but there's also going to be 80-degree temperatures next week. I'll talk about it more in my full forecast. Stay with us.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family, and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
And some exciting things are happening to Evangel this summer involving a jump into the future. Reporter Haley Hendricks has the story.
1 week ago, students and faculty received the news that Evangel would be featured in an episode of the College Tour, a series that helps universities provide virtual tours throughout their respective campuses. Braden Nelson, Evangel's chapel announcement producer, shares more.
So Evangel was contacted by the College Tour show, and so from what I know about it is that Dr. Mike heard of this thing that was happening and this great opportunity, and it's something that we've been wanting to do for a while, at least just kind of pushed to the side or just at least thought of in the back of people's minds. And so when he saw this opportunity, he's like, this is a great way to push Evangel into the future and just kind of push it even more into the spotlight, show off what we're doing and show off kind of who we are.
The episode featuring Evangel will be streamed through Amazon Prime and Roku TV to showcase all the good things happening on campus. Through this opportunity, Evangel hopes to encourage more people to enroll by showing prospective students what Evangel is all about.
With the College Tour just being, it's not the biggest TV show, but it's still a great opportunity and an awesome TV show. And so with a platform like that, just to kind of have a whole 30 to 40 minute episode on Evangel, just telling the heart of what's happening here, I think is just an amazing platform and just an amazing opportunity to kind of get a full scope of what Evangel is, and just to get this in front of so many eyes, no matter where they are, and just in a different scope that we wouldn't be able to reach before. I think it's just going to be amazing, and who knows who's going to see it and even see it many years from now, but it's still a great opportunity to just like, hey, what's Evangel about? Hey, watch this video, and it gives you pretty much all you need to know.
The 10 selected hosts, consisting of current students and faculty, will share their experiences at Evangel with a team of producers from the campus tour staff, and will be filming from May 16th through the 20th. Reporting for Newswatch, I'm Haley Hendricks.
Well, Sam, it's incredible to see such a small school, even like Evangel, be featured on such a big platform.
Incredible is right, Ashlyn. Summer, how's the weather looking like for the rest of the week?
It is going to be a pretty crazy week. Right now it is 41 degrees and we got winds at about 12 miles per hour, but later today those winds are going to be picking up to about 30 miles per hour with gusts of up to 40 miles per hour. And our high is only going to be about 52 degrees, which is about a 10-degree drop from what it was yesterday. Later tonight, our low is going to be about 33 degrees. The winds are going to drop to about 20 miles per hour, but there is a possibility of snow overnight Thursday into Friday morning. Our almanac shows us that we are about 10 degrees drop from where we usually are this time of the year. Our average temperature is about that 66 degrees, and we're only 52 degrees. And then the precipitation for the month is also down a bit, but that snow we're getting overnight should help with that. Our satellite shows us that Missouri is in the clear right now, but there is this storm that is brewing up here, which is going to be bringing us that snow later on. But a closer look at what that looks like for the rest of the Midwest. North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, and Minnesota have this storm right now. And you see it's sort of twisting this way, which is going to be bringing itself down into Missouri. And like I said, our area of Missouri has very high winds, but it's nothing like what Kansas and Oklahoma have. They are in a high wind watch. So it is really a crazy day across the Midwest. The high temperatures across Missouri for the day, Springfield's got that high of 52, St. Louis has a high of 51, Kansas City has a high of 47, so it's going to be about that 50 degree across the entire state. But if you get into the southern parts of the state, it is getting closer to that 60 degree weather. The national forecast, we see that Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Colorado have a critical fire weather possible. Those high winds aren't helping with that, along with dry temperatures. So those states are going to be watching out, make sure they're not going to want to burn anything. And then our area of Missouri, we've got rain coming through, followed by mixed precipitation. The 6-day forecast shows us that Friday is going to once again drop in temperatures. Those early snow showers aren't going to be helping with that, but temperatures are going to be above freezing, so the snow shouldn't be sticking around. Saturday temperatures are finally going to be picking up a little bit. We got a high of 61. Sunday and Monday have highs of 75. Tuesday is going to be all the way up to 80. We finally are getting some 80-degree temperatures. And then Wednesday has a high of 78. But if you also look at Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, along with those higher temperatures, is also going to bring scattered thunderstorms and strong storms along with it. So guys, we either get cold weather or warm weather with like awful temperature and everything happening around it. But that's the weather for this week. Back to you guys.
Well, Ashlyn, with all the rain at the beginning of next week, might have to build a boat.
You know what they say, April showers bring May flowers, so that's what we're looking for. And up next, Ari Cruz gives us the latest in sports. We'll be right back.
Kids put skis on as they were learning to walk. I want my kids to be able to have those moments with their kids. Being a scientist, I'm worried about climate change in so many different ways for my kids. From the second you have a child, you want to do everything to protect them. I think our action on climate change is no different. It's just an extension of being a mom.
There is a road laid out for me. First night here, but Amy seems cool. Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see. What do you think? I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
A Ukrainian mayor and her family were killed by Russian troops, execution style, on Sunday. Russian troops targeted local officials across the town that did not comply with Russian demands, which included the Ukrainian mayor and her family. They had been reported as kidnapped March 23rd, and there are currently 11 other leaders in captivity across Ukraine. And Sam, I just hope that this all ends soon.
Me too, Ashlyn. And now, Ari Cruz with the latest in sports.
Yeah, this week, senior Abby Jo Emmett was named the Hart Softball Pitcher of the Week. Emmett pitched 28.2 innings with 4 complete games and struck out 37 batters. On Tuesday, Valor softball player Baker and Valor softball played Baker in a doubleheader matchup. Samantha Romano played strong in the first game, shutting down Baker 8-0, allowing 0 hits and striking out 6 batters. In the 5th inning, Valor run ruled Baker with 7 runs. In the second game, there was much less offense, but Valor still came out strong and played a good game. Abby Jo Emmett allowed no runs, and Ashlyn Diggs and Micaiah Cordell had strong performances that led Valor to a 3-1 win. On Monday, the Jayhawks returned home with the NCAA Basketball Championship title. The team was celebrated by a cheering crowd of fans and supporters at the David Booth Kansas Memorial Stadium. The scoreboard at the stadium showed the final score of their championship game and clips of the game on the big screen. The team defeated North Carolina 72-69 in a close game in New Orleans. Their win marks the Jayhawks' 4th championship win. The victory, though, was different from past victories. With less than a minute left of the game, the Jayhawks were holding only a 1-point lead when the Tar Heels took possession of the ball and player Armando Baycott injured his ankle while attempting to shoot. The Jayhawks then took possession of the ball, and instead of increasing their lead, KU's Jalen Wilson slowed things down and allowed the injured Baycott to get down the court and play defense. People are now applauding the Jayhawks for their sportsmanship in the midst of the biggest game of the season. In other news, Tiger Woods just made his decision to compete in the 2022 Masters. This 5-time Masters champion is returning to compete for the first time since the car accident he had in February of 2021. His decision to compete only reflects his drive, work ethic, and passion for the game. Not only that, but he wouldn't agree to compete if he didn't think he could win the Masters again. Some of the best moments of his career took place at that golf course, and there is no doubt that he knows what it takes to win yet again. The question is he ready to compete again, and will he be able to make a comeback? Sam and Ashlyn, what are your predictions on how Tiger Woods will play?
You know, Tiger Woods is just so old. So I really don't know how he's gonna do it, Ashlyn.
You know, he just always comes in clutch, so I guess we'll have to watch and see what happens. We'll also get to watch and see what happens tonight as the Cardinals take the field at opening day.
Up next, an invasive species of ants take over Texas.
And Summer joins us for our final forecast. Stay with us.
When times get dark, we can't see the help that's all around us. Let 211 be your guiding light for mental health and other resources. Call 211 or visit 211.org.
Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. Behold the angry giant. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Scientists in Texas now have a way of exterminating the acid-spitting insect known as the crazy ant. This species is closely related to the fire ant and causes distress by swarming in large numbers and discharging acid. They began invading Estero Llano Grande State Park in 2014, killing other insects and even birds. Ever since then, they have been spreading throughout Texas and causing turmoil to people, animals, and electronic systems. A team of researchers from the University of Texas saw the emergency and created a fungal pathogen that they infected individual ants with. The ants were then reintroduced to their colonies, infecting those around them. Now, the species is under control. Well, Ashlyn, I'm just glad that this situation is now under control.
Me too. I'm glad people will finally be able to get out and enjoy parks. Summer, are we going to be able to join a park this week?
It's going to be a crazy week in the Midwest. Tomorrow, Friday, they're going to have a high of 47 degrees, and there are going to be snow showers early in the morning, but that should be waning off as we go through the day. Saturday, temperatures are going to be picking back up to 61 degrees. Sunday and Monday have highs of 75. Tuesday has a high of 80 degrees. We are finally hitting some of that 80-degree weather. And then Wednesday has a high of 78. But also, if you look, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday also have chances of storms. So the temperatures are finally going to be picking up, even if it doesn't bring the prettiest of weather along with it. Back to you guys.
So Sam, what are you doing this weekend?
Well, with being on activities board, we are putting on Spring Fling, and I am so excited to put that on for everyone else.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun.
That's all for us today. I'm Sam Cochran.
And I'm Ashlyn Reinhart, and this is Newswatch Today.